Stop scrolling. Take a deep breath. This is not a video. This is a mirror. What you are about to hear is not new information. It is a remembrance, an activation code that your soul has been waiting for. We are going to dismantle the greatest illusion humanity has ever accepted. The illusion that you are a tiny, insignificant speck in a vast, cold universe. That you are a product of your circumstances, a victim of fate. By the end of this transmission, you will not just believe, but you will know, with every cell of your being, that the entire cosmos, with all its galaxies, suns, and planets, is unfolding within the infinite space of your own consciousness. Have you ever had a moment of déjà vu, a strange coincidence that felt too perfect, or a dream that felt more real than your waking life? Share your experience in the comments, because you are about to understand precisely why those moments happen. Before we proceed, we must redefine our terms. When science speaks of the quantum field, they imagine a mathematical space. But from a metaphysical perspective, it is so much more. The quantum field is the womb of all creation. It is pure, unmanifested potential. The infinite mind of source energy. It is every possible reality existing simultaneously as a silent, invisible wave of probability. And what is observation? The old world tells you it is a passive act of seeing what is already there. This is the great lie. Observation is the most powerful, active, and creative force in existence. It is the focused beam of your attention, your consciousness, that reaches into this infinite field of potential and commands a single probability to collapse into physical form. You are not a witness to the movie of life. You are the projector, and your consciousness is the light that turns the unseen film of potential into the reality you experience. 1. The Great Inversion. For your entire life you have operated under a foundational assumption that you are in here, inside your body, and the world, the universe, is out there. This is the primary illusion. The truth is a complete inversion of this model. There is no out there. Everything you perceive as external is an internal projection. The room you are in, the device you are holding, the sound of my voice, it is all happening within the boundless field of your awareness. This is not a metaphor. It is the literal structure of reality. The universe is not a container that holds you. Your consciousness is the container that holds the universe. This shift in perspective from being a character on the stage to being the stage itself is the first and most crucial step toward claiming your power as a conscious creator. It is the difference between being a pawn of circumstance and being the very intelligence that gives rise to circumstance. 2. Your consciousness as the container. Think of it this way. Scientists search for the origins of consciousness in the folds of the brain. They are looking in the wrong place. That is like a character in a movie searching for the movie screen on which they are projected. The brain does not create consciousness. Consciousness creates the experience of a brain. Your consciousness is fundamental. It is the one and only thing you know for certain exists. Everything else, your body, your relationships, the planet, the stars, is an experience appearing within that consciousness. You are not a body that has a soul. You are a soul, an infinite field of awareness that is having the temporary experience of a body. When you truly grasp this, fear begins to dissolve. How can you be harmed by a world that exists inside of you? How can you be limited by circumstances that are woven from the very fabric of your own being? You are the space in which everything happens. 3. The metaphor of the dream. The most perfect analogy for your experience of reality is the nightly dream. When you are asleep and dreaming, the dream world feels completely real. You have a body, you interact with other people, you experience emotions, you believe in the laws of that dream world. You, as the dream character, are completely convinced that you are inside a world that is separate from you. But what happens when you wake up? You realize with sudden clarity that the entire dream, the world, the people, the story, and even the character you thought you were, was all being created by you. You were the dreamer. You were the field upon which the entire drama played out. Now, what if I told you that this waking life operates on the exact same principle? This reality is a shared, persistent, and highly complex dream. Awakening is the process of becoming a lucid dreamer within it. It's the moment you realize you are not just the character, but the dreamer who is imagining it all into existence. 4. Deconstructing out there. Let's perform a simple experiment right now. Look at an object in your room. Where is that experience happening? You might say, it's over there. But the light from that object enters your eye, is converted into electrical signals, and is processed by your brain. The actual experience of seeing is happening entirely inside you. The same is true for sound, touch, taste, and smell. You have never, not even for a single second, experienced anything outside of your own consciousness. The idea of a solid, external, objective world is a powerful and convincing illusion created by the mind to make sense of sensory data. But quantum physics itself confirms this. At the subatomic level, there are no solid things. There are only waves of probability until a conscious observer looks. You are not looking at a world. You are translating vibrational information into the experience of a world all within yourself. 5. The observer effect demystified. In the famous double-slit experiment, particles behave as waves of potential when unobserved, but collapse into a single particle in a single location the moment they are measured. Why? What is this magic of observation? It is not magic. It is the fundamental law of creation. The particle does not change because it's being watched. It becomes a particle because it is being watched. Before observation, it exists only as a field of pure potential. The act of your focused awareness is the force that commands that potential to take a definite form. This is happening not just in a laboratory with electrons, but with every moment of your life. The future exists as an infinite sea of overlapping potentials. Your focused attention, infused with your belief and emotion, is the act of observation that collapses one of those potentials into your present moment experience. You are perpetually choosing your reality from an infinite menu, whether you are aware of it or not. 6. The role of beliefs as filters. If you are the observer collapsing reality, why don't you see things just appearing out of thin air? Because your observation is not a neutral act. It is filtered through the powerful lens of your belief system. Your beliefs, especially the subconscious ones formed in early childhood, act as the fundamental rules for your personal reality. They dictate what is possible and what is impossible for you. If you deeply believe the world is a dangerous place, your consciousness will selectively observe and collapse probabilities that confirm this belief. You will manifest experiences of danger and threat. If you believe you are unworthy of love, you will consistently collapse realities where you are rejected or abandoned. Your beliefs are not just passive thoughts, they are the active, focusing mechanism of creation. To change your world, you don't change the world. You change the beliefs through which you are observing it. 7. Emotions, the magnetic signature. If beliefs are the lens that shapes what you see, your emotions are the energetic charge that draws it to you. Emotion is energy in motion. It is the vibrational language of the universe. Every feeling you have emits a specific frequency into the quantum field. The emotions of joy, love, gratitude, and abundance vibrate at a very high frequency. The emotions of fear, anger, shame, and guilt vibrate at a very low frequency. The law of attraction is simply the quantum principle that like frequencies attract. The field is not judging you, it is merely matching you. It mirrors your dominant emotional state. When you feel abundant, you are broadcasting a signal that attracts more experiences to feel abundant about. When you feel lack, you are broadcasting a signal for more lack. This is why trying to think positive while feeling terrible rarely works. You must feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Your emotional state is the magnetic signature that pulls your desired reality out of the field and into your life. 8. Time is not a line, it's a carousel. We experience time as a linear progression from a fixed past to an unknown future. This is another grand illusion, a construct of our limited three-dimensional perception. From a higher quantum perspective, all time is happening right now. Every possible past, every potential future, and every version of the present moment exists simultaneously in the infinite now of the quantum field. Think of it not as a timeline, but as a cosmic library where every moment is a book on a shelf. Your consciousness, in this present moment, is choosing which book to pull down and read. Your past is not behind you. You are simply holding a frequency that keeps that past book open. Your future is not ahead of you. It is a collection of unread books waiting for you to tune your frequency to them. By changing your state of being in this moment, you literally shift to a different timeline where a different past led to this present and a different future awaits. 9. The power of the present moment. Given that all time exists simultaneously, the only point of power you have is this exact moment, right now. The past is just a memory, a vibration you can choose to stop energizing. The future is just a potential, a probability you can choose to activate. The now is the intersection point. It is the creative singularity where your consciousness impresses its intention upon the quantum field. When you are lost in regret about the past or anxiety about the future, you are leaking your creative power. You are using your observation to re-energize old realities or pre-pave unwanted ones. But when you bring your full attention into the present moment, you reclaim your power. In the stillness of the now, free from the stories of the mind, you become a pure observer. You can consciously choose the feeling, the belief, and the vibration you wish to embody, and from that point of power, you begin to collapse a new reality into form. 10. Synchronicity. The universe winking back. Have you ever thought of an old friend, and suddenly they call you? Or you have a question in your mind, and you overhear the answer from a stranger's conversation? These are not accidents. This is synchronicity. It is the universe, which is your own higher consciousness, providing you with direct feedback. It is a wink, a nod, confirming that your inner world and outer world are in alignment. When you start living from the awareness that the universe is within you, synchronicities become your daily language. They are the breadcrumbs on the path, guiding you, reassuring you. Seeing repeating numbers like 1111, finding a feather in an unexpected place, or experiencing a series of lucky events. These are all messages from the field. They are telling you, yes, keep going. You are in alignment. We are co-creating this together. Pay attention to these signs. They are the proof that your inner shifts are successfully being projected onto the screen of reality. 11. The world as your mirror. This is one of the most challenging yet liberating aspects of this truth. Everyone and everything in your life is a mirror reflecting an aspect of you. The person who annoys you is mirroring a disowned part of yourself that you need to integrate. The person you admire is mirroring your own untapped potential. The situation that triggers you is pointing directly to an unhealed wound or a limiting belief within you. The world is not doing anything to you. It is showing you you. When you try to change the reflection by manipulating the external world, by trying to change other people or control situations, you will always be exhausted and frustrated. It's like trying to change your reflection by polishing the mirror. The only way to change the reflection is to change the source. Go within. Heal the wound that is being triggered. Embrace the shadow that is being projected. As you change your inner state, the reflection in the mirror of reality has no choice but to change with you. 12. Letting go of the how. Our logical mind, our ego, is obsessed with the how. When we set an intention, the ego immediately jumps in, trying to figure out all the steps, plan for every contingency, and control the entire process. This is the single biggest block to manifestation. The how is not your job. The how is the domain of the quantum field of your higher self. Your job is simple, but not easy. Your job is to be crystal clear on the what, the desired outcome, and to embody the why, the emotional frequency of that outcome as if it has already happened. Once you have done this, you must release it. You must surrender the need to control the process and trust that the infinite intelligence within you will orchestrate the events, people, and synchronicities in the most perfect and harmonious way. Often, the path the universe designs is far more magical and efficient than anything your limited logical mind could have conceived. Your only task is to hold the vision, feel the feeling, and follow the inspired action when it arises. 13. The illusion of scarcity. In a universe that is a projection of an infinite field of potential, the concept of scarcity is a logical impossibility. Lack, limitation, and competition are not fundamental properties of reality. They are perceptual filters. They are beliefs that we, as a collective, have agreed to project and experience. The universe does not operate on a zero-sum game. One person's success does not take away from your potential success. There is no finite pie that we must all fight over. There is an infinite, ever-expanding ocean of well-being, abundance, creativity, and love. When you experience lack in any area of your life, be it money, love, or health, it is not because the universe is withholding it from you. It is because your focus, your beliefs, and your emotional state are tuned to the frequency of not enough. To experience abundance, you must shift your inner state to one of abundance first. You must feel gratitude for what you have and feel the richness of the present moment. Then, the universe within you will have no choice but to mirror that state of plenty. 14. The body as a vibrational instrument. We tend to think of our body as a biological machine, a collection of cells and tissues governed by chemical processes. But on a deeper level, your body is a dense, highly intelligent field of energy. It is a vibrational instrument, a biofeedback device that is constantly giving you information about your alignment with your true self. Every ache, every pain, every illness is a message. It is the physical manifestation of a persistent low-frequency emotion or a limiting belief that you have been holding on to. Similarly, feelings of vitality, energy, and well-being are the physical signs that you are in a state of high vibrational alignment. Your body is the most immediate part of your reality projection. It is the canvas upon which your consciousness paints its state of being. To heal the body, you must go to the source. You must address the energetic imbalance, release the trapped emotion, and change the belief that is creating the physical discord. Your body is not betraying you. It is communicating with you. 15. Rewriting your personal story. You believe you are the product of your past. You carry a story. I had a difficult childhood. I've always been unlucky in love. I'm not good with money. You believe this story is a fixed, objective truth. But it is not. Your past is not a concrete record. It is a narrative that you are actively choosing to keep alive in the present moment through your focus and repetition. Since all moments exist simultaneously, you can, right now, choose to activate a different past. This does not mean denying what happened. It means consciously choosing a new interpretation, a new story that empowers you. You can choose to see your challenges not as wounds, but as training. You can decide that your past was the perfect curriculum to forge the powerful creator you are becoming. As you begin to tell this new story, to feel it, and to believe it, the quantum field will begin to rearrange itself to match. You will attract new evidence that confirms your new empowered identity, and the old story will simply dissolve. 16. The concept of parallel realities. Every moment you are faced with choices, turn left or turn right, say yes or say no. But in the quantum field, you do not just make one choice. In a sense, you make all of them. Every significant choice point creates a branching of timelines. A parallel reality splits off where you made the opposite choice. There are infinite versions of you living out infinite possible life paths. You are not stuck on one single timeline. You are constantly shifting between these parallel realities with every change in your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. This shifting is usually unconscious, but it can be done consciously. When you decide you want to experience a reality of wealth, for example, you are not creating it from scratch. You are shifting your vibrational frequency to match the frequency of the parallel version of you who is already wealthy. You are tuning your receiver to that channel. The work is not to build a new world, but to align yourself with the frequency of the world you wish to experience, which already exists as a potential in the field. 17. The end of victimhood. The moment you truly and deeply integrate the truth that the universe is in you, the identity of the victim dies forever. It becomes an impossibility. How can you be a victim of a reality that you yourself are generating? Who is there to blame? Who is there to resent? There is nothing happening to you. Everything is happening through you and as you. Every perceived obstacle is a creation of your own consciousness, designed to help you grow. Every person who has wronged you was playing a role you subconsciously cast them in to teach you a lesson about boundaries, self-worth, or forgiveness. This is the ultimate responsibility. It is radical self-accountability. It can be terrifying at first to let go of all excuses, but on the other side of that fear is true freedom. It is the realization that if you are the source of all your problems, you are also, and have always been, the source of all your solutions. You hold 100% of the creative power in your life. 18. Collective consciousness. We are one dreamer. Just as you are dreaming your individual reality, we, as humanity, are co-creating a collective dream. The world you see, with its politics, its cultures, its conflicts, and its beauty, is the result of the averaged-out beliefs and emotions of 7 billion dreamers. When you see turmoil in the world, it is a reflection of the collective consciousness. This is why the most powerful thing you can do to change the world is not to fight the external reflection. It is to change yourself. As you awaken, as you raise your own frequency from fear to love, you are not just changing your own life. You are contributing that high-frequency energy to the entire collective field. You become a powerful tuning fork, a beacon of light that helps elevate the entire dream. You remind other parts of the one dreamer that they, too, can awaken. We are not separate beings. We are individual cells in the body of one great consciousness, dreaming one epic cosmic story together. 19. The nature of God, or Source. For millennia, humanity has looked to the skies for an external God, a king on a throne who judges and commands. This is the ultimate externalization of our own power. The truth is far more intimate and breathtaking. That infinite intelligence, that creative force you call God, or Source, or Spirit, is not separate from you. It is the very fabric of your own being. It is the silence between your thoughts. It is the awareness that is hearing these words right now. You are not a creation of God. You are God experiencing life through a unique, localized perspective called you. The entire universe is a grand act of self-exploration. The Source wanted to know itself, and to do so, it fractured its singular consciousness into countless points of view. You are one of those points of view. Your purpose is not to please a distant deity, but to be the most authentic, joyful, and loving expression of yourself you can be, thereby allowing the universe to experience itself in a new and wonderful way. 20. Integration, living the inverted truth. Knowing this intellectually is one thing, living it is another. How do you integrate this profound truth into your daily life? You begin by observing yourself. When you feel a negative emotion, stop. Don't judge it. Ask, what belief is causing this feeling? What am I projecting onto my reality right now? When you find yourself blaming someone or something, stop. Ask, how is this situation mirroring something within me? What is this here to teach me? Start your day not by checking your phone, but by checking your frequency. Choose the emotional state you want to experience. Meditate on the feeling of being the creator of your world. Throughout your day, look for the synchronicities. Acknowledge them. Say thank you. Practice seeing the world not as solid and separate, but as a fluid, dreamlike projection of consciousness. This is not a one-time fix. It is a moment-to-moment practice. It is the art of remembering who you truly are. So, the ultimate quantum truth is not that you are made of stardust, but that the stars are made of your consciousness. You are not a drop in the cosmic ocean, you are the entire ocean expressing itself as a temporary drop. The search is over. You were never separate from the power, the love, or the abundance you were seeking. You are the Source, the Creator, and the creation itself, all at once. Remember this, your consciousness is the container. Your focused attention is the creative force. Your reality is the canvas. You are not in the universe. The entire universe is in you. Thank you for receiving this transmission. To anchor this profound shift, please subscribe and empower this message with a like. And in the comments below, I want you to make your declaration. Write, I am the universe experiencing itself. Claim your sovereign power. Now that you know this truth, what is the very first thing you are going to consciously create in your reality? Share your intention with all of us below.